Some nights, hockey feels bigger than just the game, and Game 6 between the Jets and Stars was one of those nights. It was raw, tense, and loaded with everything on the line. The Jets were desperately chasing their first win away from home all postseason, trying to push this series further. The Stars, they were looking to close it out and avoid the pressures of a Game 7. The goaltenders were standing on their heads. Physical battles turned every inch of ice into a fight, and underneath it all, a story about grit, heartbreak, and what it really means to play for something bigger than yourself. This wasn't just a game, it was war, and every second counted. Here's how it went down. Before the puck even dropped, the night carried more weight than most playoff games ever do. The biggest storyline wasn't tactics or matchups, it was Mark Scheifele. Just hours before Game 6, Scheifele learned that his father had passed away, and yet he laced up his skates and stepped onto the ice and played. In a sport that celebrates toughness, this wasn't just physical, this was emotional courage. You don't play through something like that for the cameras or for the headlines. You play because the game means something bigger to you, for your teammates, for your dad, and for yourself. And you could feel it every time Scheifele touched the ice, in the crowd, and on the bench. And beyond that, the questions were swirling around the rest of the Jets. Could Connor Hellebuyck finally silence the critics and deliver a clutch road performance? Winnipeg had been brutal on the road all postseason, not a single win actually, getting outscored by 17 goals as well. And Game 6 was in Dallas's barn, with the Stars locked in and ready to finish the job. For the Stars, the mission was simple: close it out, no Game 7. They had the edge in depth, in confidence, and in experience, but the game was never going to be just about numbers. It was about emotion, pressure, and legacy. Then the puck dropped, and the story that unfolded lived up to every bit of weight it carried. Dallas was looking to punch their ticket to the conference final, while Winnipeg, they were just trying to keep their season alive. From the opening faceoff, you knew this one was going to be a war. The first period didn't have many shots, but every single one of them was dangerous. Both teams were grinding hard in the neutral zone, cutting off easy plays and forcing each other into tough decisions. No fluff, no dump-ins, just high-quality chances, and two goalies playing like it was a Game 7. Onger and Hellebuyck came out locked in, flashing leather and slamming the door shut early. The first period ended scoreless, and the second period started, and Winnipeg kept pressing. Ottinger's standing tall, doing everything he can to hold Dallas in it. The intensity of the game was boiling up. Every hit was harder, every shift was shorter, both teams clearly digging deep to gain every bit of a smallest edge. But about 5 minutes in, the Jets strike first, and of course, it's Mark Scheifele.
Chance in front, Scheifele scores! Mark Scheifele! Opening goal of Game 6, and that one's for you, Dad.
Just hours after he found out that his father passed, he just opened the scoring for his team in a do-or-die game. And he wasn't just showing up on the score sheet, he was playing with an edge all night, leading the team with 9 hits. You could tell he was playing with something extra. From there, the game turns into a knife fight. Every inch of ice becomes a battle. 9 minutes left in the second period, and Sam Steele finds space and rifles one past Hellebuyck. Tie game. And right after that, another gut punch came for the Jets. Josh Morrissey heads down the tunnel after Rantanen falls on him awkwardly in the corner. He doesn't return, and Winnipeg loses a key part of its defensive core, with the game coming down to the wire. The third period starts, and it was pure chaos. Just a minute in, Hellebuyck makes an insane toe save on Rantanen, the hottest player in the playoffs, as he goes full stretch, desperation, and stops him. He's been taking heat for his playoff road performances, but this one was silencing the critics. And as if answering a personal challenge, Ottinger responds 9 minutes later with one of the best saves of the entire postseason, robbing Appleton in close with a ridiculous diving save.
Something he will remember.
Appleton had a yawning cage looking at him, and sure, he didn't get the most of his shot, but still a ridiculous save by Onger. Both goalies were trading highlight reel stops, neither one giving an inch. The game remained deadlocked, and we were going to overtime, but not with a little bit of extra added drama at the end of the third. With 15 seconds left in regulation, the Stars sprung Sam Steele on a breakaway, and Scheifele hauls him down. Now, in a regular season game, I would probably say that's a penalty shot, but in Game 6 of the playoffs, with almost no time left on the clock, it's a tough call. The refs hand Dallas a power play instead of a penalty shot, and they don't score before the buzzer, and we're headed to overtime. And then, just 90 seconds into OT, the season ends for Winnipeg.
Second, to Holly, scores!
The puck comes to Thomas Harley, and he walks into it and snipes one through traffic. Hellebuck, he never saw it. He was screened by his own defenseman, and just like that, the game was over. Series over and heartbreak for the Winnipeg Jets. And you really feel for Scheifele here, as he was the one sitting in the box for the series-ending goal after he played what I think was an amazing game. When the handshake line begun, every Dallas Stars player takes a moment with him, and they all shake his hand, some speak to him, and it's hockey at its most human moment, raw, real, and deeply emotional. For the Stars, they're heading back to the Western Conference Final for the third straight year, and for the second straight year, they're facing off against Connor McDavid and the Edmonton Oilers. And this matchup right here is turning into one of the NHL's hottest rivalries. It's full of high stakes, full of star power, and I swear every single time they play, it's insane. Last season, the Oilers knocked the Stars out in 6 games. This year, the Stars are fired up to flip the script. They've got some fresh confidence and key midseason additions that could change everything for this series. And mainly, I'm talking about this guy. Rantanen has been absolutely on fire this postseason. Since joining the Stars, he's brought a whole new level of offense and grit. He's leading the playoffs with 19 points and has been the kind of player who shows up when it really matters. Whether it's scoring clutch goals or setting up teammates, Rantanen's presence alone make the Stars a real threat. The Oilers know they can't ignore him, but not to worry because there's star power on both sides obviously. Connor McDavid is still the player everyone watches, a true game changer who can flip the momentum in a blink. Alongside him, Leon Draisaitl is as dangerous as ever, always ready to put the puck in the net or create space for his line. But Dallas, they're not backing down. Jason Robertson, Rupe Hintz, Miro Heiskanen, they all bring speed, skill, and youthful energy that match up well with Edmonton's firepower. Both teams have been great offensively, led by their stars and backed up by their incredible depth. They both have great defense, so this series is going to hinge on the goaltending because this could be huge. Jake Ottinger has been rock solid for Dallas, especially under pressure. His 22 save performance in the last round was exactly what the Stars needed. And he's just been a great playoff goalie his entire career, constantly under pressure. And down on the other side, it's not as pretty. Stuart Skinner has had some question marks swirling around his name this entire postseason. He was replaced by Calvin Pickard in the first round, and he's only starting now because Pickard got injured. But he hasn't been that bad. He shut out the competition in back-to-back games, proving he can step up when it counts. We saw it last year in the conference finals and in the Stanley Cup finals, so who knows what to expect. This goalie duel could be insane, and it could also be very one-sided. It's very unpredictable, and that's what makes it all the more exciting. When it comes down to it, this isn't just a rematch, it's a clash of wills, skill, and pure heart. The Oilers, they're bringing star power and playoff know-how, but the Stars come in hungry with a fresh offensive energy lighting the way. Expect a series that's fast, physical, and absolutely unpredictable.